Jeff, give me your NFC playoff teams.
Well, like we kind of touched on a little bit earlier, I was tempted to take all four from the West, but I just don't see that really happening. I mean, that's pretty tough to do. So whether or not, the Cardinals have 6 wins, like you say, or they are in that 8-9 range, something like that, maybe they'll just still miss out. So I'm going to go Niners winning the division, and then Rams and Seahawks making the playoffs. Followed with the Buccaneers winning their division, the Packers winning their division, and also I'll go with the Vikings making the playoffs, and then the Washington football team winning the East and making the playoffs.
Jerry, your NFC playoff teams.
So my division orders would be Buccaneers, Niners, Packers, Washington, and as I told you just a second ago, Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals are my wild cards. And when you say the Cardinals won't be getting, remember last season, they were right there. So
I agree.
But they get over the edge this year.
I agree they're right there, but what happened? They couldn't beat in pressure situation a horrible Nick Mullins-led CJ Beathard team in the Niners. And to me, that speaks to coaching. And so when you're another year into it and you got hopefully a healthy 49er team, a rejuvenated Rams team, a still solid Seahawks team, I just don't think they're going to be able to go on the road to these places that, can you go to Indy and win? Can you go to Tennessee and win? You're playing the teams in your division twice, which means you have to at minimum split. You have to go 3-3 to have a chance at the playoffs. And I just don't see the Cardinals winning those 3 games because I'm not, like I said, not a believer in Kingsbury, not a believer in Kyler Murray. So, and I actually have the exact same playoff teams as Jeff, that being the Washington football team, Packers, Bucks, Niners all winning their division, the Rams in Seattle, wild cards, and the Vikings as sneaking in as that last playoff spot. So now we don't have to go through the entire playoffs. Jerry, just tell me who's playing in the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship and your Super Bowl, and who's playing in SoFi in February.
So I got the Chiefs and Bills in the AFC Championship. Chiefs going to the Super Bowl from the AFC. And then I got the Niners and Bucks in the NFC Championship, and the Niners going to the Super Bowl. So it's a rematch of the last Super Bowl. And this time the good guys win.
All right. That's not far-fetched. So yeah. Jeff, what do you got? AFC, NFC Championship, and your Super Bowl participants.
Yeah, I like that, Jerry. The good guys win this time. That's like everyone's hot pick, I think. It's somewhere in those like 4 teams, right? Because I was thinking the same thing. Chiefs, Bills. I'll take the Bills. They're going to pull it out. We'll go back to Chris Berman's predictions years and years ago, right? Niners, Bills. So we've got the Niners against the Buccaneers, and Jimmy, if he's still there, who knows? But Jimmy led team beating Tom to get to the Super Bowl and then taking on the Bills. Niners, Bills.
That's interesting. I'm actually going to agree with you on the Niners, Bills in the Super Bowl. And I thought the exact same thing when I was going through this exercise, because I didn't think I was going to pick the Bills, but as it lined up how I predicted the records, the Bills just got to face, they faced, in my scenario, they faced the Patriots and they faced the Chargers, teams who are a little bit lower on the talent scale, a little bit lower on the inexperience scale. And so I saw the Bills getting the upset over the Chiefs in the AFC title game. And I thought the same thing. Chris Berman would be so proud for, I don't know how many years he picked Niners, Bills. And I think for like 7 years in a row, he was correct because, at least one of those teams made it. Then I see the Niners having a rematch with Aaron Rodgers. It just seems too poetic to end Rodgers' season and Rodgers' time as a Packer against the Niners, whether that be at Levi's or at Lambeau. Rodgers unhooking the one button chin strap and pulling the helmet off and just walking off the field defeated. That seems like it's what could happen and should happen. So I got Bills, Niners. We will see in mid-February. So